Welcome back to week 7 of my $15,000 bankroll challenge. These are rules we've been working with over the last few weeks. If you're new to my channel, welcome. This is A1 Blackjack, channel where we teach you how to count cards fast. And we're doing a little bit of practice today with some double deck. All right, like I said, this is week 7 of my 10-week series. We're starting out with $15,000. We're using kind of a game that has these rules. So if you pause the video, you can. All right, as well as this bet spread. So I'm gonna be counting along with you. And then you can kind of practice counting. I'm going to show you the count at the end to see if you're right or not using this bet spread. That's how we'll do our betting. And then over here, you can see that last week we ended off at $15,070. So I think since I just actually ended that video, so I'm should have the same amount out here. Let's see if that is true or not. I'll get this to you and then we'll get these shuffled up and we'll start playing. So I believe this is 14. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10,000, 11, 12, 13, $14,000 in yellows. All right, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 in black, 6, 7, 8, 900 in green. So this is 14,900. All right, 50, and then another 50 there. This is our, that's 10 reds. So that gets us to our 5,000. All right, and then another 50. So, or not 5,000, 15,000, excuse me, 15,000, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. All right, so that is right what we're starting off with. At the end, we will count that up to see if we are right or not. We're gonna play through this twice. Okay, now I will say, I say this every few videos, that we don't normally take our whole bankroll to the casino, but for the sake of this series, I want you to see that we are kind of gaining as we go, right? Instead of starting at like a trip bankroll or something like that. So let me get these shuffled up for us and then we'll play through some double deck. All right, like usual, we're gonna cut off right around half a deck or so. All right, I might go slightly more. I feel like that'd be a little bit more realistic. So let's go right about there. Okay, I would say that is, oh, maybe a bit more yet. Let's go here. Okay, so I'd say that's probably more like 30 cards instead of 26, but you get the idea. You're gonna have a burn card, and then like usual, I'm gonna be pumping in the casino type sounds for us so that you can kind of emulate what it's like to, or simulate, I don't know, simulate what it's like to be in the casino and hear those types of sounds and ambiance and things like that. All right, starting off here at a count of 0. So I'm putting out my minimum bets. Remember our bet spread from earlier. If you need to go back and look at that, you can. And otherwise, you're gonna be counting on your own. Here are the sounds. Ready, get set, let's count. All right, I just wrote down my count here. Some huge wins there, so hopefully we are right so that our bets were good, but I'm going to count these up, see if we are correct or not, and then we'll play one more time after that. Got 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 0, D1, 0, D1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, D1, 0, D1, 0, D1, 0, D1, 0, D1, and still D1. All right, so since this was -1, that means that our count was at +1, right, which is exactly what I had. So that means our bets were correct. All right, we're going to shuffle this up, and then we'll count this here in a little bit. I might have to color up some greens here. We'll see. But let me get these shuffled up first. All right, again, we're going to cut off half a deck or so, maybe slightly more. We'll go slightly more again, like this time. So there we go. I'd just call that maybe about 28 to 30 or so cards. I got our burn card again, and then before we get going too far, got just a ton of greens out here. So I'm going to maybe color up these two piles into black, or I should say exchange, not color up. Terminology. All right, we'll do that. That was a great session that last time, but doesn't necessarily always go like that, as we have seen in the last few weeks. So let's do this. So I'm going to exchange these 6 piles of green for 6 blacks. All right, there we go. And again, I put my burn card over here. We'll check that here in a little bit. Got our minimum bet out. Are you ready to count? Ready, get set. Let's go. Uh-oh. All right, again, I put my count there. We just got absolutely crushed on that one, but that's why when there's negative counts, that's why we bet our minimum so that we don't give up as much. Ideally, if you can just walk away, that's even better. But let's count through this, see if we got the count right, and then we'll count up our wins or losses here. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Uh-oh. I was off by 1 there. All right. Now, I will say that because this was -7 or +7, this should have been -7. The bets probably were still correct. Okay. The count got really negative there for a while. I don't think we ever played any greens actually. So the counting is probably okay. I need to be a little bit better than that, especially in double deck, but I must have got off by 1 somewhere. Anyway, let's check out our totals here for our wins. Now, real quick before I kind of blow past that, I will say that dealing is kind of tough while counting as well, but that is no excuse, okay? If you want to be a perfect card, if you want to be an advantage player with card counting, you do need to be perfect at this. So I need to be better on that, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me get these in the right piles and I'll get back to you. Okay, so let's count these up here. Again, I don't think I tapped into the $14,000 in $1,000 chips at all. I did color up a few of these or exchange a few of these at one point. So let's see what we have here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is 14,000. This is now 15,000 with all of that. 15,100. And these are in piles of 4. So 100, 200, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 875. Then another 25 here is 900. And then 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. All right, so pretty big win for today. So we are at a new high of 15,900, and I say 45, 25, 30, 40, yeah. So $15,945. All right, not too bad. So you can see that it's taken a little while, but we're starting to gain some serious money here, right? Starting with a $15,000 bankroll, we're almost up to 16,000. So maybe next week we can break it, but it's probably inevitable that one of those weeks will probably be a downturn, but maybe we can get 2 of the 3. So stay tuned for next week, and until next time, remember, this is A1 Blackjack.